Hey, bro.
Yeah, I'm alright. Not too bad. Still buzzing off the win.
Sick. Oh. Sick.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Sutherland show.
How did you celebrate?
What, the win?
Yeah.
I got a flight home, mate. Got a flight home, and I think I upgraded myself to extra legroom.
Oh, yeah, you did,
Yeah. That's all I've done, mate. I had about 3 beers in the hotel lobby and a couple of brandies. And that was it, mate. To be fair, my kids celebrated more than me.
Oh, sick.
I had to take them to Smith Toys to buy toys because I was away. They were like, "Oh, what are you gonna buy us, Dad?" So I was like, I had to take them to the toy shop. I don't, because I'm quite far out. I think I'm about 8 weeks out. I don't tend to like dial in too much on what I'm gonna do now. There's only certain things that maybe we're gonna work on, but I don't try and think, well, this is what I need to do. I kind of do that a little bit closer to the fight and kind of drum it in. Now it's just free flow sparring. Get in there, land shots, you know, mix it up a little bit. Yeah, and you see what happens really. The only thing is it's a Shark Tank, so it's, you know.
What's that, like 3
So
rounds on?
you get a fresh partner every round. So again, your style has to change. Everyone's got different styles in the gym. So, and again, when you're doing the Shark Tank, it's difficult because every round you're adjusting to their style. But I'd say sometimes me and Stuart have a stalemate a lot of the time because we've sparred over the how many years it is now. Every time we're kind of like there, we're kind of just twitchy and waiting. So it's kind of a bit of a chess match. And sometimes I find Stuart the most awkward, to be fair. It's the smaller ones you got to watch. To be fair, these smaller ones can go hard all the time. Where we're kind of, we go hard when we need to, but we kind of look after each other. You know, we've all got the power, you know what I mean? Sometimes some of the boys are so tall and long as well. They're the awkward ones. You've got Sydney, he's like 7 foot. Ajani, he's about 6 something, 6'5", 6'6". You know what I mean? Look at them, look. I've got to deal with. Big boys. But yeah, World Cup season now, mate. Come on, England. England, what?
That's why you reckon England will
Gonna win it. It's coming home, innit? It's coming home, mate. But then again, I was happy Scotland won on Sunday night as well. So, kind of a double win for me. Scotland won. Hopefully England win tomorrow. As long as one of them wins it, I'll be happy. You know what I mean? I can't help that I'm from 2 places, can I? Would you say the same if I was Nigerian and I wanted England and Nigerian to do well?
So if England plays Scotland in the final, who do you want to win?
Oh, draw.
Who do you support, England or Jamaica? This is England, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the scene, isn't it? England or Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah, so I personally, I think
You don't like the Misfits boxing?
nah. Personally, I can't believe they get that platform.
That platform.
Yeah, because you got, like, I heard this guy say, like, there's kids that are training from 7 years old, 8 years old, boxing till they're like 20s, and then you got some YouTuber getting in the ring and making 60, 70 bags. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. And to be fair, there's people out there that dedicate their life to it.
Yes.
I'd say 80% of boxers or 80% of fighters, maybe even more, 90%, will never make any money from the sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will never make any money from the sport.
It's
and
like,
will never have that platform.
Same thing with Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Yeah. Look how Anthony Joshua, Olympic champion, right? Growing up boxing, and then you got Jake Paul. You know what I mean? YouTuber from
Disney kid. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I don't like them. Like, obviously they get that platform, but I'm not a hater on the Misfit stuff, if I'm honest, because it's bringing new eyes to the sport. If they're getting paid, I'm not hating on another man's bag. Do you know what I mean? They get paid, fair enough.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, people just need to differentiate between real fighters who dedicate their life, and the Misfit stuff.
I think that's more like an exhibit,
It's like an exhibition.
Exhibition, more entertainment, more
It is entertainment. But fighting's entertainment. People don't watch it because they're into fighting. It's because they want the entertainment.
The problem is they're also mixing professional fighters now.
I see that with the Misfit stuff. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But I think this is they're trying to legitimize their show. But the thing is, with me, if someone's gonna get paid 50 grand to fight another YouTuber, like I was saying to you earlier, as professional fighters, we're so oblivious to the outside world.
Yeah.
We don't care about the outside world, like in theory.
Yeah.
We're so focused on our sport, the training every day, the hustle.
Yeah.
We don't interact with the people enough.
Yeah.
And that's why when it comes to trying to sell a fight, people don't know who you are. People are like, oh, who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah.
Whereas these influencers, it's their job to influence the public. So therefore people are invested in their life, they're invested in their fights and shit, and they can sell a fight. Because if you get someone who's trained for 15 years and is about to fight for a title, but you've never heard of the guy because he's been in the gym every day and he doesn't interact with people, no one's going to buy his fight. That's what it is. It's a trade-off. That's why we've got to do stuff like this.
A lot of people
interested.
A lot of people are laughing at like the McCann fight, right? And it was jokes.
Yeah.
But they're still making the money.
Exactly,
They're still getting the views. They're still getting and that's what sells. If they selling tickets and they're getting the views, end of the day, that's what brings the money back. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
So unfortunately,
it's on us as fighters though to interact with the people. Otherwise, no one's never going to know who you are. You know what I mean? I get it. It's a trade-off. That McCann fight with that final boss was a pile of shit.
Yeah.
They're both shit fighters.
Absolutely.
They can't fight. But it's not their job to be fighters. Look, if there's any influencers out there that wanna fight us,
don't get me in that.
We'll fuck them up.
Yeah.
come to Billy's Cafe and we'll smash them up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Don't backtrack now. You backtracking.
I'll smash him up with a nice omelette.
Yeah, I'm alright, man.
How was sparring?
It was good, man. Done a few rounds. Obviously, sparring's always a bit, you always come out of there thinking, could I have done this better, could I have done that, but it's just sparring, mate. It's more for the fitness and working on certain things, but I think I felt alright. Felt good. Landing some decent shots. But, yeah, man, sparring's alright. Same old shit, man. Yeah, man, it went alright. That's good, man. Shit. You done this on purpose?
I swear I didn't.
Don't touch that poster.
Have you lot made me sit here on purpose?
Don't touch that poster.
That's got to calm down. Fuck that.
You can't be in the sweat.
Fuck that, mate. What?
You can't be in the sweat.
Fuck that, mate. Fuck that. Not on my watch, mate.
Oh, mate. White House card.
Let's talk about it, yeah.
Fucking mad, isn't it?
What a spectacle, man. What a live. No, I didn't watch it live, I'll be honest with you. But I watched it the next morning, so I didn't touch my phone, didn't look at my phone, nothing. Yeah. So some of the bits I wanted to see, I saw afterwards on Instagram and stuff, the flyover, the national anthems. They do it big in America, don't they?
But the fights were full, we weren't highlight fights.
No, I watched the full fights. No, I always watch the full fights. I don't watch highlights. You can't get enough from the highlights. No, so I woke up, I didn't watch every single fight, but I watched the Josh Hokit, Derek Lewis fight.
Talk to me.
I'll be honest with you, right? You see, over the last couple of months, how everyone's been on to Josh Hokit about him being not good for the sport, he's like this, that and the other. For one, look at his fight against Curtis Blades. He kind of backed up what he was talking about. And obviously not everyone respects the theatricals or the shit that he does with, you saw what he was doing. Cheers, brother.
How's it going?
Right.
Why do you take it down?
What, you lot done this on purpose, innit?
Nah.
And you got a red bandana on as well.
Yes. I put it here, don't worry, I'll put it here. But you know what? I keep telling my staff to knock on the fridge door before they open it.
Why?
In case of the salad dressing.
See what I've got to deal with when I come in here? Arsenal stuff and dad jokes. Yeah, so if you look at what he's been doing, so the first thing I saw was obviously the build up to it and the press conference. See the press conference. And I thought not being funny, like I don't like him.
Yeah.
Again, it's always fuck Josh Hokit. Like, that's it. But he made that press conference. I think without him there, that press conference would have been boring. No one would have really been speaking about it. Don't you think? That's my opinion. When he started shouting at Pereira and then Topuria started getting involved, it made the whole thing so much better. And then people were calling for him to be banned from another press conference. I was thinking, to be fair, like credit where credit's due, he's building the fights. And if you look now, you can see what he was doing. There's method to it. He's talked himself into a fight with Pereira. I guess it might be a line that's crossed, but who's drawn them? Who's drawn the lines? You think like morally he's wrong?
Yeah.
Like when he was talking about Topuria's wife and stuff like that. But Topuria done it first.
How?
Because Josh Hokit was shouting at Alex Pereira. And then Topuria decided to get involved and try and stick up for Pereira. So he involved himself. So you can't involve yourself in someone else's argument and then go, oh, he crossed the line because he talked about my wife.
But what argument was he in with Pereira? Who started
He was shouting at Pereira. Hokit was shouting at Pereira. Yeah, but that's down to Pereira to say something to him.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna, like, not being funny, I don't know if Pereira and Topuria are mates, but he obviously thought it was fine to inject himself on their dispute, because you can see what Hokit was doing. He's trying to draw Pereira into an argument and then set up a fight with him. And then Topuria tried to get involved and be like the dad of the group. And then all of a sudden he's crossed the line because he was talking about his wife. You can't interject in someone else's argument and then not take the heat. That's the way I see it. He stood up and started getting leery to Hokit. Hokit was like, it's fair game then. If another man isn't willing to defend himself when someone else is calling him names, that's down to him. But I would interject because I know there's a possibility of a fight there. Topuria is just doing it because he, thought he was the dad of the group, or he's like a superior. Like, why is it that like Sean O'Malley didn't get involved? This is the thing. I said it the other day to my mate. If me and him were in a press conference, or it's fight week, and I'm meant to fight him, or I'm fighting someone else, and he's there and he starts giving it to me like what he done to Pereira, what, you think I'm gonna stand there and let another man talk to me like that? I don't give a shit, we'll go off. Now that's the thing, he's pretty good on the mic. See, I'm good with the verbal, but if I was losing a verbal match, I just have to start chucking things at him. It's got to resort to violence sometimes. Because those who don't hear must feel. That's just my point. Like, to be fair, I think he made that press conference better. And he made people talk about the venue, and it just made the spectacle even better. So that's obviously before what was going on. I was enjoying seeing the weigh-ins and all that stuff. I enjoyed the whole
spitting on him, dribbling on him. So.
That was weird, man. But again, it got people talking about it. Like, it's just the whole point. Like, we're talking about him now, so it must be working. I ain't talking about any other heavyweight. I ain't even mentioned Derek Lewis yet, and he's like got the most knockouts in heavyweight history, and we ain't even spoke about him yet. So whatever Hokit is doing is working. It's getting people like me invested, and yeah, I'd love to fight that guy. But people always ask me, well, what would you do if you was at the press conference or you was at the hotel? I'd slap him up. So if Hokit sees this and he's listening, he tries that shit with me at the hotel or the weigh-ins, I'll slap him up with his silly sunglasses and his bandana. But yeah, anyway, that's enough about Hokit and his antics. But I thought the fight itself, I had Hokit to win. I thought he was going to beat Lewis, which he did. And I thought he was going to beat him in that fashion as well. He was going to take him down easy. Derek wouldn't offer much on the floor, and Hokit would just beat him up. And Hokit said to him, even at the weigh-ins, I don't know if you heard it, don't quit on me. So I think Derek Lewis at the moment, whether he's battling injuries or he's had a long career, who knows, but seems like he's over the hill at the minute. Yeah, I did get offered him, as it goes, in January, to fight him in Vegas. Yeah.
What happened there?
I was coming off the loss from Volta Walker, and I was slightly injured. I was nursing a little injury, and I kind of was 50%. I just started coming back into training in December, and they offered me in mid-January. And even then I phoned Stuart and was like, I think I'm gonna take it. Stuart's like, you're 50%, like you're not fit. Not like fit in that sense, but I had an injury from that fight. And I just had to turn it down. But I did say, look, any other date would be fine, like later on. Can I fight him in March in London? And they were like, no, I think we're gonna get him out in January, so that I missed that boat. And obviously he's gone on to do good things, you know? But that Denzel Freeman one was a layup for him, for sure. Pereira fight, they built this up massive. And the fact that Garn got an opportunity after what he done to Tom, people are pissed about that. And then, which they should be, you know, like he fouled Tom, poked him in the eyes and stuff, and then...
You think it was intentional?
I don't think it's ever intentional, but I think there's no malice in terms of like, he's purposely poking people. But if you do get poked in the eye by him, I don't think he gives a shit. No, I don't think he gives a shit about it. Because someone even messaged me. For one, I got that right. I thought Garn was going to beat Pereira. Yeah. And I even said this back in my London fight. Someone asked me. And I was like, I think Garn's going to beat him. So I've always stuck with the fact that Garn will beat him. But then when someone messaged me, oh, if it weren't for them elbows to the back of his head, he would have been fine. And I was like, he was fucked. Like, there was no way he was going to beat him after that, after he got dropped with that jab. And that's the thing, sometimes at heavyweight, it's not about how hard you can hit someone, it's about how good you can take the shot coming up from the smaller weights. Because Alex Pereira, undoubtedly, he hits hard, yeah? He cracks hard. But sometimes it's not about how hard you can crack. It's about, can you take a shot from another heavyweight and kind of absorb it and keep, you know, that's the difference between the weights, I think. It's about taking the shot rather than giving the shot. But that fight I was really interested in. I thought Garn would have done it later in the rounds, 4 on 5, TKO or decision. But he got him out there, got him out there quick. It shows that he was just levels above, really. And heavyweight's not a joke. There's weight divisions for a reason, you know. And I was interested in it. That was a good one. I like that one. But Garn's good. I don't think Garn intentionally poked Tom, but he did. Now he's the interim champ. But it just sets up the narrative again. It's going to be a rematch between them two for the undisputed. Tom's the undisputed champ. So Garn's just obviously basically going in there fighting for the belt again. So that was good. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. And then, what was the last one? The main event was Ilia Topuria versus Gaethje. I'll be honest with you, Gaethje's probably my favourite fighter. I think he's a stud. And the fact that he's lost that close to the belt a few times and he's just carried on going, I think he's good, man. I like him. He's like your favourite fighter's favourite fighter kind of thing. I was so happy when he won. I just didn't realise how big he was compared to Ilia. And I know everyone in that division says that Gaethje cracks hard. He's the hardest puncher they faced. But the damage he was wearing on that face, man, was just, Because they even called for the doctor in the third round. And I was like, what? If you call for the doctor, they're going to stop it. Why are you calling for him? Yeah. He must have been that fucked. But obviously they let it go on. And again, they stopped it in the fourth. And I was surprised, and it's just that even the whole thing, like, I don't know if you see it when they panned in on Gaethje before his walkout, and he was reading the Declaration of Independence with the American flag on him, and then he done his walkout, and then he won the belt, and then he done that flip off the. I just think the whole thing was just epic, and to be part of that card, amazing, because I don't think they're ever going to do that again, are they? Never ever going to happen again. And the fact that they got to do all the interviews and stuff in the one, it was just amazing. I'd love to have been a part of the card. Saying that, I got all of them right, all my picks were right apart from the main event. I went against my gut and went with Ilia because I thought that Gaethje gets hit a bit and I thought he could, you know, Topuria could touch him, but after that first round and he was wearing that damage, I thought, oh shit. But I got them all right apart from that one. So I'm happy with that. So if you're looking for any betting tips, get at me. I'm just grateful, man. traveling the world, seeing new places, getting to fight. So it's a good job. It's a hard job, but it's a nice job.
What do you think about your upcoming fight?
Oh yeah, we only spoke about that, yeah. So I've got a fight in 8 weeks, 8th of August. I feel confident, mate. I think it's a good matchup for me, if I'm honest. It was actually meant to be this weekend. Again, it was another short notice fight. They called me up and said, do I want to fill in for another heavyweight that's pulled out against this guy? I said yes. We signed the agreement, everything. And we're sorting out my medicals and stuff. But then we found out that myself and my opponent's visa wasn't going to come in time. So I've already got a visa, but I've got to renew it. But it wouldn't come in time. But they were happy to move the date to the 8th of August. I tried to push for a little bit sooner, like the Abu Dhabi card again or something like that. They were like, look, don't think it's going to work. You know, let's aim for the 8th of August in Vegas at the Apex. But I think there's not much footage on the opponent. But I know that he's a black belt, Brazilian black belt grappler. That he's competent with the hands and feet. So, you know, he's going to be good. But it's his debut in the UFC. So, yeah, mate, you know me, they call me. I was ready to rock and roll, mate, in 2-3 weeks again. I was meant to be in Vegas this week, but instead I'm here, Billy's gaff, eating an omelette, mate, speaking to you. But at least it gives me time now, because that would have been my third short notice fight, or third short notice fight. At least it gives me 8 weeks to prepare and get the engine where it needs to be and the fitness and stuff like that. But you know me, everyone knows me that as soon as they call me, mate, if I'm up for it, I'll do it. I don't care how fit I am or whatever, or I don't worry about that shit. I'll just go for it. Okay, when I win this fight and get through this one, definitely want one more before the end of the year. I don't think I'll squeeze 2 in. I don't think they'll let me, unless they're short notice again. I've got a few people in mind. So obviously Marcin Tybura, we see what happens with him in Serbia, but I want to fight him. Or Derek Lewis, I want the Derek Lewis fight. I've always wanted that fight. Add that scalp to my name. Or the Josh Hokit fight. Fuck it, I'll fight him. Knock them all out. Fuck them, man. Do it in that order. Or reverse order, or whatever. Whoever comes first. But Derek Lewis fight might be good. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon and all that. Nah, just like and subscribe, and yeah, let me know in the comments who you want me to fight next. I'll give you the list. Tybura, Derek Lewis, Hokit. Let me know.